Hello, hello everyone. I hope you can see me. I have been having so many technical difficulties. Thank God for David. Welcome, welcome everyone. I'm so sorry I'm late. Let me see if I can put you guys up on the phone here so I can see the chat. And then I'm gonna have to like turn this down. Let me see if I can put you guys up on the phone here so I can see the chat. Here we go. Yay, can you see me well, Melissa? Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm going to give everybody a chance. Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm probably a little blurry. I cannot get this focus thing right. So I have this wonderful, great, beautiful camera, DSLR, but it is so hard to figure out. Thank God for David and all my trying to get it together. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome everyone. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, thank you. Hi, Angela. Hi, Genji. How are you? Hi, Rhiannon. Good to see you too. Hello, New Zealand. How are you? Hello. Hey, Crystal. How are you? Crystal's been doing so well. I've been coaching her privately. Hello, Tammy. Hey, David. Thank God for David, because I wouldn't have been able to do all this without him. Like, I had set this up before, but now I'm in a different place, and it's a whole different setup. So, hey, Laura, how are you? So, I apologize if I'm a little blurry. I cannot get this focused right. So, it's a beautiful camera that I have. I've had it for a while now, but I just can't use it because it's so advanced. Like, I'd prefer to use just my phone, but I missed you too. Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to get on here because I haven't finished the Taurus, and there's like 3 of you that I have not finished the readings for. But remember this solar eclipse and this lunar eclipse that's happened? Well, it happened in my first house. So as you can tell, I'm going through changes of my body stuff. So I'm back in the gym every day. Actually, some of it twice a day because I'm training people too. So I'm back in the gym a couple of times a day, and I cut my hair. I'm just getting back to me. So that takes time as well. I'm still seeing clients. I'm busy doing that. But YouTube is kind of the last thing that I'm able to do. And when I've been up for like, 12, 15, 16 hours, like I really need sleep as well. So, hey. Yeah, I know. Long time no see. It's your first time here, Tammy? Oh, welcome, welcome. But you've been here with me for a while. You just haven't been to a live yet, right? Yeah, I usually do lives at night, but I was able to do it today in the afternoon. So, hi, Angelique. How are you? So I have to apologize. I have to like look down to like see your comments. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the days of the week. Let me see if I can do it this way. Yeah. So I don't think so, Mel. I don't think she's on. I'm sorry, Melissa just texted me something. What I figured that we do is we start with the 5th through the 11th, and I'll kind of go over the days of the week and tell you guys what's kind of happening in the stars, the energies that are about, what's going on with you guys. Aquas, it's gonna be a hard week. And this is the thing, because of these squares and these angles, these aspects that are happening, Aquas, this is about, and if you have a lot of Aqua in you, sun, moon, ascending, it's about these kind of things. Are this week, this energy is about really bringing out for yourself what you haven't accomplished, where you're not at. It's going to cause you to do that kind of thing. And so, but you're going to see it in people mirroring you. So if people are irritating you, things are irritating you, things are just getting you all upset, it's because of that. It's because it's bringing out these things for you, Aquas. Like, Aquas have been having well, all of us have been having this time, but Aquas this week is like really, really emphasized that this week for us. So So one thing, I kind of want to wait till everybody gets on before I mention this, because I'm really excited for Melissa tonight. I know, right? No more rubbish, please. I'm going to give you some good aspects, though. There's some good stuff going on. And remember, with all this stuff in Pisces, as you guys can see where Pisces is right here? Can you guys see that really well? Where Pisces is right here, we have all this stuff going on. And so with that house of Pisces being activated, this is about your perception, your intention, and your focus. So where is that going to be, right? How are you going to be receiving that information, and what are you going to glean from that, and how are you going to manifest? So if you're thinking, oh, this always happens, I never get blah, 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 but like if you're in that vibration, you're going to manifest those things because Pisces is activated. But if you're like, you know what, those things happen, I learned from that, but this is where I'm at and I'm no longer there and this can happen, then guess what? You're going to be manifesting that. So it's a matter of, and trust me, this is going to be hard this week, staying in that positive vibration, staying in that, I call it evolved, you guys call it positive or higher vibration, but it's about staying in that. Okay. Hi, Robin. Hi. Wow, that's a lot of stuff in that area. Yeah, it is. So I kind of want to make sure and see, let everybody give everybody a chance. Can I just come be your housekeeper? Something, please. It's been so difficult. I know it's been really, really difficult. It's been really difficult. And what I'm asking you to do is not going to be easy. But listen, this soul group is not, I mean, we're warriors. We've done this all our life. We can do this even better, right? So what I'm asking you to do to stay in that positive mindset, that stay in that positive vibration, stay in that more evolved vibration. It's a hard thing to do right now, especially with these angles and these aspects. And you're like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. But I'm telling you, if you can just think about what you want instead of what you don't have. Think about what you want, how you want it, instead of what hasn't happened, how people did things to you. Don't do that. That was about the full moon in Virgo. And I know a lot of you are having a lot of trouble speaking and voicing because of that. That's that Virgo. You want to like say a whole bunch of things, but you can't, right? Yeah, it's a fight for me this week to stay positive. You can do it though. I know what I'm asking you is a lot, but you can do this. I know you can do this. We're here, we're not there, right? You're ready to win? Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely. So I'm just gonna wait just a little bit. If you guys could do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, and if you guys could share this out, because YouTube doesn't give, even if you subscribe and you turn on the bell, they will give you the notifications. But if you just subscribe and you don't know to turn on the bell, a lot of people won't get their notifications and then they get upset when they don't see me live. So if you guys could share this out, that would be wonderful. Hi, Jody. Is it Anthea? You've been with me for a long time too. You've been here a long time. So thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it, and thank you for sharing this out so people can see. Kind of want to give everybody a chance to. So really quickly in the comments, can you let me know how your week has been, how you've been, or what you've been doing, or what's been really challenging for you. Like just name one thing that's been really challenging for you this week to try to stay in that positive mindset. I kind of want to know how everybody's doing. So I know some people had said that that their week has been really challenging. Yeah. Hello, Cindy Aqua here. I just turned in now to here, and it's going to be a tough week. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. But thanks for the warning. So think of it as not a warning, but it just a sort of awareness so that you can, like when you know something's coming, it's easier for you to overcome it, right? So think of it as, all right, I know people are going to irritate me. I know things are not going to look good when I'm seeing things. So I got to remember this is not about them or the situations. It's about me and what I haven't accomplished. It's about me and where I personally think I should be and I am not. And that's coming up this week, where I think I should personally be and I am not. What I haven't done yet. And so it's not about them. It's not about the person in front of me. It's not about the situation. It's about me, right? And so think about it that way. Taurus sun and moon and Aquarius rising. Yeah, I've got Aquarius rising too, so it's big. It's big. But you Aquas, with this solar eclipse being in your first house, and then the lunar eclipse in your seventh house, which was relationships in Leo, This is about you changing your appearance, your identity in this world. Like I said, me being the aqua ascending, and I think I'm 29 degrees. I think I'm at 29 degrees. So me being that aqua ascending, like I got back in the gym. I'm training people also in the gym. And I cut my hair. I'm kind of getting all settled. Like I'm changing or tweaking. You could call it tweaking. Because, by this phase in our life, we're sort of tweaking. Right? So, let me see if I got, sorry. Rough 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been a stressful week. It's going to be really stressful. Highly irritated, but trying to listen to music. Good. Perfect. That's a great way to do it. Especially Cappies, Virgos, Taurus, Aqua, like Libra, like a lot of people, not Virgo maybe, but a lot of people can feel it through music. Like really amp yourself up through music. Listen to those vibrations so that it can get you in a happier mood. And I actually may do another live tomorrow where I give you 10 things to do to keep you in a positive vibration, right? I may actually do that. That's an old video that I did a long time ago, or an old class I did a long time ago, but I may bring that back out for this week. Communicating with business partner, good. Virgo moon here. Yeah, that Virgo moon, that was killing me. That's why I couldn't get online either, because I couldn't talk. It's that Virgo moon for me, because Virgo is my south node. It was like, with Mercury where it felt like retrograde. It felt like I was having trouble communicating. So family drama is the challenge. Yeah, my week has been fabulous. All about perception. Absolutely. I haven't had anxiety in years. It's back with a vengeance. So anxiety is just a symptom to let you know that you're wanting to move in your life somewhere. Okay? That's what the anxiety is about. Hey there, just noticed you're live. Hi, welcome. Yeah, you've lost 15 pounds. Good. That's fabulous. That's perfect. Sending you lots of love. I brought an exercise thing and want to change my hair. Yep, that's what I did. Well, I didn't change it. I cut it. But it was really long. So I cut it. And I used to be a beast for many, many years. And I've always worked out. I've worked out since I was, I think at 13 or 14, my father, because I had a good daddy, I had a great daddy. My father built me like a gym thing and bought me my first weight set. And so for me, back in the 80s, early 80s, women didn't really do that, but I was doing it. And so I've always worked out. I've always done that. And so, but probably for about six or 8 years, I started working out like 3 times a day. And so, it looks like this is showing for some reason. Hold on. I may need your help, David. Hold on a second. I don't know why it stopped. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can do it now. So what I was saying is, for a long while, I was working out, not 3 times a day. I was working out 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day for many years. And then in the last probably 9 months, I wasn't able to work out a lot. And so it went, to every other day, and then one, only an hour. And then it went to like once a week. And then it probably over the last 6 months, I wasn't able to get in the gym at all. And so to me, the gym is part of my life. It's always been my life. So I needed to get back in there. And with this, with the solar eclipse for me, it was putting me back to where I needed to be, restructuring everything for myself. So it's really hard when you're working 10, 15 hours a day to make sure that you go to the gym. So you guys let me know really quickly also, how this solar eclipse has helped you, or what changes you've had from the lunar eclipse, if any. Hey, hi Marjorie. You just figured out how to chat? Oh, good. Great. You look beautiful. I joined the gym, eating to nourish and fuel, getting back to loving myself in all areas. Perfect. I love that. Love that. Love that. Yeah. So the gym is just part of my life. It always has been. I think, and I do coach a couple of aquas right now. I coach Aries a lot, but I do personal coaching with a couple of aquas, and I think every aqua should be. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Melissa. The coffee fund. I think every aqua, every Capricorn, I pretty much think everybody, but for aquas and gems and people that have a lot of nervous energy, it's really, really good for you to be in the gym so that you can focus that energy, because that gym just helps you. You don't have to like go to the gym if the gym is something that you don't like to do, but I think that you should be exercising in one way or another. So there's going to be, yeah, losing weight. That's great. That's great. Yeah. I love karate. I love karate. I love jujitsu. In fact, that'll be like my phase 2 in about 3 months, because right now I'm in the gym about 3 hours a day. Maybe 4, because I'm training people too. And so my late husband and my fiance were special ops. I'll just say that. They were special ops in the military, so they trained me. And because I've always done this for many, many years, you know, I train people. So I have people that are coaching that I'm in the gym for them, and then I'm in the gym for myself as well. So I'm in the gym a lot right now. But if you don't like the gym, jujitsu, karate, Pilates, yoga, some sort of exercise, and we want to start this now in this solar eclipse, in this lunar eclipse energy, because this is going to give us that energy to do that. Does all that make sense to you guys? Yeah. 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 Well, I think I gained like 10 pounds. I think that's what I gained. I gained 10 pounds. I mean, I was really, really thin anyway. So, yeah, you probably can't tell too much, but there's, you know how we like to be a certain weight. Last week, irritable and boiling. Yep. Walking and yoga is my thing. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Like, this is the thing. It's so important for you to love yourself. You're important. You are valued. You mean just as much as everyone else does, and so you should take that time for yourself. Which brings me to the second point before I started. Before I go over this chart, I just kind of wanted to let everybody on. I wanted to ask that you guys share this so that others that follow me can see this. Others that want to see me live and never get to, because I hardly ever do it in the daytime. But so I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to start meditation in the morning every day, and maybe I'll pull a tarot card, but I'm going to start doing it live every day. So I'm going to just do meditation as a group here on YouTube live every day. We're going to work in our chakras. I'm going to be teaching you some stuff, but I think it's a really good way to put into habit or practice of just how important it is to center yourself, and how important it is to come to center for yourself. Whether it's in the middle of the day for you, whether it's just starting your day, whether it's ending your day. And I think as a teacher, as a spiritual advisor, you know, and these changes that I'm going through and moving to the next level in my practice, in my work, in my teachings, it's time for me to bring that out on YouTube for live stuff. So I hope that you guys join me. I'm going to start it on Monday, and it'll be at, so I got to get the times right. So it's 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Mountain Standard Time, 9:30 Mountain Time, 10:30 Central Standard Time, and 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I hope that you guys can join me on Monday. I'll be doing that live. I probably won't have any makeup. I'll probably have just gotten home from the gym, and I'll be all in my workout gear, but I think it's important for us to meditate. So once again, it'll be at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Mountain, 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern. That makes sense? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, just turned in. Would love to know about lunar nodes sometimes. Absolutely. So that's the other thing. The other thing too, and this is something that, I mean, I'll let you guys in on what's going on with me. This is something that I'm battling with because I love tarot. And David and Melissa and my group, you know, my group of friends, they know that I'm going through this. Who, like, you need a group of friends. Everybody needs a group of friends, like, just to be able to bounce stuff off. But tarot is something that I love. Tarot is something that I do well, but it's only a little part. And so I have this thing where I want to give you tarot every day, but I don't have time to give you tarot every day. And then I want to give you tarot once a week, and sometimes I don't have time to give you tarot once a week. That's part of it. And the other part is that there is so much more than just tarot that I have to teach you. There's so much more. If you look at my Concepts Create Reality channel, if you look at my Your Indigo Path channel, if you look at my other channels, there's so much more I want to share with you and help you grow in. But I can't do that. Like, I love the astrology and I love the tarot. I love it all. But if I just focus on one, then I feel like we're missing out on the other things that I can teach you guys. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to balance the tarot, the astrology. I want to teach you about the laws of the universe. I want to teach you about meditation. I want to teach you about the chakra system. There's like so much, and that's what I've been dealing with in this last month. It's like, where are you going to go from here? I still have my book to bring out to you guys. And so, no power makes it challenging. Oh, Maria's here. Hey, Maria. So that is something that I'm dealing with, trying to figure out the next steps to take, because I love tarot, but I don't think that tarot is the end all be all. I think it's one tool in a bag of many that I have to be able to help teach you, to be able to help express to you, to be able to show you that there's more than just the one thing, right? Does all that make sense? I missed you too. I hope I said that right. Are you guys seeing me clearly? Okay, so I'm gonna put this down. Wish you lived closer to me. So right now, I'll let you guys know right now I'm in Austin, Texas. I'll probably be here for about 6 months. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Star. Star's my girl too. So everyone, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Can you give me a thumbs up and share this out, please? Because a lot of people, if they don't click that bell, it doesn't get to them. And then they're like, why did I miss you? I missed you. I never get to see you live. So the fabulous Star Ackerman is here. You guys know Star. If you don't know Star, Star helped me, has been a godsend, and then became one of my best friends from Your Indigo Path. I knew nothing about YouTube, nothing about any of it, and she, out of the goodness of her heart, taught me a lot. So thank you, Star. I love you dearly. I will always love you for that. Looking forward to the meditation. Yeah. Hello, Portugal. Yeah, glad you're loving Austin. Yeah, it is coming. South by Southwest is here. Absolutely. Absolutely, it can come out. So I'm going to put this down so I won't be able to see you guys. And actually, I'm going to get my coffee because I need to... Oh, never mind. I turned it this way. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm going to get my coffee. Okay. Sorry, I need a coffee. And everybody can hear me well? Okay, so let's talk about these planets. As you can see with the chart, so this is today's March 2nd. This is what's going on now. If you look here, we got a lot of stuff going on in this Pisces, right? And so Pisces is going to be different in different houses, and so it's going to affect you in whatever house it is for you, right? And that, so the houses are the areas of life for you, right? So your first house would be your identity, The second house is the value you put to your identity. And this is one of the things that I'm working on to bring this series out about. I'm going to talk about each sign. I'm going to talk about the houses. I'm going to talk about the planets and the aspects, right? So let's talk here with Pisces. What we'll call this an activated house, right? Because it's got these planets, it's got this asteroid going on. So we have the sun and we have Neptune, and it's conjunct, right? And this is today. So the sun and Neptune are conjunct, and conjunct just means that they're talking to each other. It means they're having a conversation so that they can work together to help you in that area of your life. That's what that means, okay? So think about what Neptune is. Neptune is the planet of, and it's a huge planet, it's a planet of beauty, of luck, but it thinks on the bigger scale of things, not like the person to person, but the humanity or the society, or it's like the bigger thing, right? And the sun wants to shine. So right now the sun and Neptune are talking to each other. But then we have Mercury here, and Mercury is conjunct to Venus. So Mercury and Venus are talking here, right? So you got all this talk, all this speaking, all this energy in that Pisces house for you, right? So you got Venus is the planet of love and money and luck. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to like turn this on again. I apologize, but this is like the best way I know how to do this, and see if it works. Okay. So you've got Mercury and Venus, and Mercury is that planet that processes, it's communication, it's the way that you voice things, right? But it also processes things for you, right? So you can think of Mercury, I always say that Mercury is like, if you have the left hemisphere of your brain and the right hemisphere of your brain, that tissue in the middle of your brain that connects, that sends the neurons and all of that through there, processing, that's Mercury, okay? It helps process and communicate, okay? So Mercury and Venus are talking to each other. So they're talking about your house, whatever house this is, that Piscean house. So whatever house this is in for you right now, whatever Pisces is in for you right now, this is about you manifesting. This is about you seeing. This is about luck coming to you. This is about things changing in your life. Things are going to change. I've said this for the solar eclipse. They're going to change. With the solar and the lunar eclipse energy, things are changing in this next 3 months, 45 days for everybody. But how is that going to happen for you? Are you going to be thinking about the things that you don't have and where you're not at and why you haven't had this? And every time I did this, it didn't work out. And when I did this and thought I could love, somebody did me wrong. And blah, 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 blah. Like, are you going to be thinking that? Or are you going to be thinking, you know what? I'm glad those persons and those situations came in, because how do I know what I don't want unless I've actually experienced it, right? And so what did I learn from those things? And this is what I learned. And what it taught me is that I want to be here. What it taught me is that I could do this. What it taught me is that I am more, right? If you want to be, you want to be in that vibration to be able to manifest that more evolved vibration or the more evolved frequency, right? If you are, because you're going to manifest, that's the thing, you're going to manifest. So are you going to manifest in the lesser evolved vibration, or are you going to manifest in the more evolved vibration? And that's kind of up to you. We have free will, we have our aspect, we have the way that we perceive things, right? So all of this is happening in this house of Pisces, right? We have Chiron here, and as we go through the weeks, because I'm going to go through every day. As we go through the week, you're going to see where actually Venus and Mercury and Chiron are going to be right on top of each other, which means they're really conjunct. And that means that something big is going to change in your life. And Chiron is that planet where you can do everything possible, and for some reason, the lower end. So when you start working with Chiron, what happens in the early time is that it doesn't matter what you do or where you're at, or it doesn't matter how you do things, crap happens to you, right? And you're like, I didn't see that coming, and why would that happen when I was thinking this? And that's Chiron. It's like the wounded healer. It's like, but what it does is it teaches you through your soul's involvement that you really do have control, but there are bigger things at play, and you learn to let go and not attach to things, right? You learn that things flow, you grow, things happen because you really wanted them to. That's kind of Chiron, that higher aspect of Chiron. So this is what I'm talking about when Venus and Mercury come together on top of Chiron. Whatever this thing is, whether it's Venus has been lit up for you about money or about luck or about relationships or about that love affair or about that partner that you wanted all your life, when Mercury and Venus are on top of Chiron, a lot of stuff is going to change for you in this house. We still have Neptune in this house, and we're still going to have the sun. The sun rotates for 30 days. So right now it's in the house of Pisces for 30 days. Okay, and with Mercury there, it's going to be processing things for you. Okay, now when we look at the aspects, I just wanted to cover this house more in depth, but we look at the aspects. So we have a trine here. So we have a trine with Jupiter and Venus. And Venus and Jupiter, when you have a trine is very easy energy. It is one of the most favorable energies or aspects to work with you, to work for you. The issue can be is that if it's too easy for us sometimes, we can become lethargic. We can become sort of lazy, and we can sort of, opportunities would come and we're like, it'll come back around. Like that can happen in a trine. But if you've been having a hard time, which a lot of you have, with Jupiter because you're growing, if Jupiter has been in your house teaching you about relationships, teaching you about love affairs, teaching you about creation, and you've been working in this, then with this trine, Venus is about luck. So I can see miracles happening. I can see luck coming. I can see opportunities coming for a lot of you. Okay, does that make sense? Right, your personal challenge now. Okay, so just be aware this is on the 2nd. This is today. So you may have had some news. You may have had some things coming, and it all depends on what house is in. But this is overall energy, so it's for everybody to use. It's for everyone to use, okay? I do see, so I'm going to actually move on to the next. So there's another trine here. So there's a trine between Mars and Virgo. So Mars and Virgo. So this is the thing. This is why, remember we had that full moon here? See that full moon here? So this is why for the last couple of days, you guys have been wanting to organize. You guys have been really critical about wherever Mars is placed in your house. So if it's been about your life, if it's been about your work, if it's been about your relationships, you're like making lists, being critical, trying to figure it out. And Mars is giving you that energy because it's a trine. So it's working together to light up and help you figure out what it is that you're trying to do in that house. And again, it's different for everybody because the houses have to do with the areas of your life. Okay, so I see those two particular aspects happening. This could have been going on today, trying to organize something, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out why it hasn't been done, why it's not doing it right, why, yeah, like I actually had that today. David knows. So let me go on to the next day. So we're going to go on to the 3rd. And so on the 3rd, again, we have this trine with Jupiter and Venus. And this is the trine I'm really liking this trine for you guys, because whatever this is with beauty, with love, with finances, with luck, you guys have been working so hard on it, especially this group, that Jupiter is going to bless you, and so is Venus. So if wherever Pisces is at, if it's in your 12th house, then I can see miracles coming. If it's in your 8th house, then it's other people's money coming. If like a loan or a grant or maybe the lottery, it just kind of depends on what house Pisces is in for you. If it's in your 1st house, if you've been working on yourself, it's expanding. It's going to give you gains. This is all about gains and opportunity and miracles happening, okay? So if it's in your 2nd house, we're talking about finances. We're talking about getting that house. I really like this trine for everybody. So then if you look here, this is for tomorrow, we have this sextile. And you guys know this sextile between Jupiter and Mars, this sextile means opportunity. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. And that's like Capricorn and Scorpio. If you've gone deep with this Jupiter, if you've gone deep, if you've been doing the work, Mars is going to give you the energy as the opportunity comes in. So for me, I like a sextile instead of just the trine, because again, the trine can bring gains, can bring opportunity, but you can get lethargic and say, I don't really know if I want that. Maybe I don't really want to put the effort in it because it's so relaxed. Whereas a sextile with Mars gives you that energy, with Jupiter, gives you that energy that if opportunity comes, you're going to have the energy to take it. You're going to want it. You're going to be like, yeah, that's it. And I'm going to have the energy to do it, right? So I like this sextile for you guys. I like it for all of us, right? So this is the thing, my beautiful Aquas and Pisceans now too. But I'm going more about so I'm going to talk about the solar and lunar eclipse with this energy right now. Because remember, we still have these resonances of this energy. So we have the sun and your north node quincunx, okay? And quincunx is, let's see, it's like two planets having a difficult time getting along. So it's almost like if you think about a water sign and an air sign, and they're trying to have a conversation, and the water sign is saying the same freaking thing that the air sign is saying, but the air sign thinks they're right, and the water sign says, no, I know I'm right, but they're both talking about the same thing. So they both have the same goal, they're just saying it in a very different way. That's a quincunx, okay? So it's like the sun is trying to shine and trying to open up this area of your life, and this north node is like, I got this, especially in Leo. I got this, I'm doing it. And they're both like they both have the same goal, but they're trying to figure out how to do it together, because they're both being difficult, because they both think they're right. And they both really are right. They're just trying to figure out how to do it together. Does that make sense? That's a quincunx. So you may feel like that Leo wants to go out, and wherever area in your life that Leo wants to go out, it wants to shine, it wants to like be the boss, it wants to do it right. And the Piscean is like more relaxed and kind of like, yeah, we don't have to really work so hard. And I kind of feel like I should work, but I see the other opportunity too. That's kind of what the sun and the north node are kind of doing. And they're trying to talk to each other, but they're having a difficult time hearing. That's the thing, is they're having a difficult time hearing. So you may feel a little off that way. You may feel like, I've been working so hard at this thing, because the north node is about you trying to overcome a gift that maybe you kind of know from your inner self. How do I explain this? The north node is like, you know what you know to be true, but it's something that maybe hasn't become physical for you, and you haven't mastered in it. So you feel like you got to keep going at it and keep going at it, and you can get obsessive about it, right? Well, you've been working in that in your Leo self, in whatever house that's in. And here comes the sun saying, well, you can do it an easier way. And you're like, no, but I'm doing it this way. And so you kind of may be doing this back and forth thing, right? That's that quincunx. Now, we have this square here. So we have the square and Saturn. So Saturn in the square, and Saturn and Libra are squaring right now. So Libra is very balanced. Libra wants to compromise. Libra knows that there's a way to have it where everybody can do it and everybody can get what they want, when Libra really wants what they want, right? But they're trying to get everybody else to see what they want. And here comes Saturn. And Saturn's like, if you want this, you need to work. You need to work, you need to keep your eye on the prize, and you need to make some action. Otherwise, it's not going to come to the physical. That's what's happening with the square, okay? So we have all this energy that we're like back and forth, and what do I do? And back and forth. Does all that make sense to you guys? So I'm going to look to see what you guys are saying now. So David, can you let me know how many people we have on so I can see if I can talk about, before we go to the next day, Melissa's thing. Tarot cards are absolutely gorgeous. Every time I've shown them, read them, they are amazed. Oh, David's tarot cards, yeah. I have a new deck coming too. Can you guys still see me? Okay. So I wanted to let everybody know. Thank you guys for giving me the thumbs up, and thank you guys for sharing this out so that other people that are in our group can sort of see this, because some people don't know that they should click the bell so that they can receive notices in their email. So yeah, no, they're not mine, but they are new. Nobody has them yet. So okay. So this is the thing. You guys know I haven't been on Periscope for a long time. Periscope was just kind of I don't even know what to call it. Anyway, YouTube takes a lot more of my time. So I'm very, very happy to announce that Melissa is going to start doing Periscope. And so I wanted us to give her some support. You guys know Mel. You guys know the diva. She's been on with me for plenty of times. And so I thought that maybe we could go over there and visit her tonight. It is a Friday night, and it is going to be, so it's actually going to be Saturday morning at 1 a.m. So, but it is tonight at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be midnight Central, 11 Mountain, and 10 Pacific. Okay. So if you guys want to go over there and support her on Periscope, if you happen to have Periscope, I'm going to be over there for a little while and I'll share her out. But I wanted us to go over there and support her. And listen to what she's got to say. She's the guru of crystals. She's a guru of a lot of things. So I'm excited for her to see how her Periscope's going to go. So Melissa, if you guys could type up your @ sign or where we can find you, it's Divine Light Healing. So you can find her on Periscope at Divine Light Healing. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna be over there tonight too. Periscope is a very different format than YouTube, and YouTube just takes up a lot of my time, so I can't do Periscope. But I'm so happy that Melissa is going to be doing, yeah. So Divine Light Healing. Thank you, Melissa. So I'm really happy about that. All right, so let's move on to, this is the 3rd. So on the 3rd is when we're going to have that going on, where we have the square. It's going to feel kind of funky. We have the trine though still. We still have that trine with Venus, so I can see opportunity. I can see things happening. I can see opportunity with this Mars Jupiter in in this Scorpio house. All right, so let's move on to the 4th. And actually I said it was from the 5th through the 11th, but I started with the 2nd. Sorry. So the 4th, we still have that trine there. I mean, I'm sorry, not that trine. That sextile, which means opportunity. So this sextile is going to be going on for a couple of days. So there's going to be opportunity, something, whatever is going on with this Capricorn, wherever Capricorn is in your house, I can see things happening, what you guys call miracles, or stuff coming from nowhere, because you've been working in this Jupiter, right? So with Jupiter and Mars, and what I can see is, instead of doing the whole something comes to me, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want it. That's the Akko way, by the way. I'm not sure if I really want that, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it. With Mars and Jupiter sextile, I can see that you're very clear. I can see that you want to do it, and I can see that you take action because you actually have the energy to do it. Okay. So, and again, you're gonna feel a little off with this quincunx here on the 4th. So, and we still have all this going on with Neptune, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Chiron. Okay. So the 5th, let's look at the 5th. And if you notice, Jupiter's getting to a very pivotal point. like at 26 degrees and 29 degrees and 27 degrees, it's going to get to, like, that's kind of the time at like 25, 26, 27. That's the time when things actually start manifesting in that area of your life. So you've been working really hard since November with Jupiter in here. Things have been coming to you. You've been working hard at it. You've gone deep. We know in society, think about Scorpio. Scorpio brought all that crap out from Hollywood, from the presidency, from the United States, from other countries. Things were happening, and Jupiter went deep and brought that crap out, because that's Jupiter and Scorpio. So this is about the actual physical manifestation part. Once you get to like 25, 26, 27 degrees, 28, 29, 30, like all of that is when you're going to see that physical manifestation of the work that you've done in that. Okay. So again, we still have this sextile here, which is opportunity for me. Did I say Mars? I am so sorry. I've been saying Mars where it's Pluto. I am so sorry. So Pluto is it's still going to give you that energy that I'm talking about, because it's transformation. It is transforming you. Whatever this opportunity is, I said Mars, but I meant Pluto. So whatever this opportunity is that's coming, whatever this sextile is that's going to be happening for the next 3 or 4 days, it's going to be transformative. So whatever you've been working on in this house and in this house, this Cappy house, it's opportunity, but I can see you having the energy because it's transformation. It's letting go of the old and bringing in the new. And I see with this degree of 23 degrees, when it goes to 23, really when it's 25, 26 is when you start getting the physical manifestations of that. So again, you're going to be dealing with this quincunx here, right? So it's like, I hear what you're saying. Your north node is like, no, we got to do it this way, and your sun is like, no, we're going to do it this way, and Neptune is agreeing with the sun, but your north node thinks it's right, and so you're both, all three are right, but you're just going to have to figure out how to do it. So in your life, whatever is going on that you're like, I should probably do it this way, but no, I should do it this way, like there's a way to do it where you're not in contradiction with yourself. But that's what you're trying to create. That's what this energy is about. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so let's move on to the 6th. The 6th is where we have another trine. So the trine on the 6th is Mars trining Uranus. So Uranus is about that quirkiness. Uranus is about doing it on a bigger level. And it's trining Mars, which is going to give you the energy with Aries. So wherever Aries is in your chart, this is being lit up right now, but it's going to be easy. So for some of you, I feel like if there's something that you've been trying to manifest, if there's something that you've been you were working hard at, and then maybe you stopped working at it because it wasn't going well, and then the solar eclipse came and you were like back on it, and you're kind of seeing it, but you haven't really seen it all the way, but you're kind of seeing it clearly. I kind of feel like when this trines, you're going to be very focused, you're going to be very clear, and whatever this is going to be able to come true for you. You're going to have that opportunity to make that come true. Does that make sense? That's what I'm feeling with this sign, with this aspect, with this trine here. And I think, like when I said, like what I said with the trine, where it can be really too easy of an energy, and you're like, eh. So I can see where for some of you it can be that, but for many of you, because you've been working on this, and I'm not talking about working on it the whole 6 or 8 months. I'm talking about you worked on it, you let it go, you were refocused, you let it go, you refocused, you let it go. This is the time where you're going to really see it, and it can actually come true for you. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope you guys can see me. Okay. Right. Great. Launched my new business. Good. So I just wanted to take a break and let them, it makes sense. Okay, good. It's because y'all get so quiet, but I forget when I'm teaching. Everybody gets quiet. Okay. So we're going to go to the 7th. So, this March 7th, we still have that trine going on. I kind of feel like for some of you, that's a big opportunity of something that y'all been working on. That old is like gum sticking to the bottom of the shoe. Yeah. I feel like this trine, and then I feel like y'all are going to have this other trine too. You see how this trine is going on with Mars and Uranus? And then you have this trine going on. It's still the energy of this trine with Jupiter and Chiron and Jupiter. Listen, I'm seeing Pluto, I'm seeing Chiron, and I'm seeing a lot of your 8th house lit up. We're talking about a big transformation this week for a lot of you. If you've been working, if things have, even if it's first, let me just say this, even if you haven't been working, even if you're like, whatever, when I see Chiron and the Pluto and Jupiter, I see transformation. I see things like crap happening in a good way. Like, you're like, whoa, where the heck did that come from? I didn't even know that was going to happen. I was over here looking at this, and this just happened. Like, if you were looking at a job in this area, all of a sudden something way bigger comes here. Like, I'm seeing a lot of transformation from the work that you have already done. And then right now, maybe you weren't focused on it because maybe you're like tired, and maybe you're agitated, and maybe you're like, I'm not trying to hear anybody right now. Like, I can see that transformation coming about I'm seeing surprises. This is what they're showing me. I'm seeing surprises. I'm seeing miracles. I'm seeing gains. I'm seeing a lot of shocked faces for this week for people. So, yeah, it could be, Laura. Like, I'm seeing a lot of surprises. And Laura, I think it was your 8th house, because Laura had a session with me just a couple weeks ago, and I kind of remember it was your 8th house that was lit up. So it could be that for you, Laura, actually. All right, so that's on the 7th. We've got like the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. This is all like lit for a lot of you. Well, for everybody. Right? I can use some great surprises. That's what Mel said. Okay. All right. And then we go to the 8th. All right. So these opportunities, this opportunity here, this sextile here, this opportunity, transformation, it just doesn't take a day for some of you. Some of you, it takes a couple of days. Some of us, it takes some time for that transformation to happen. Like, first you get the shock of it, and then you're like, whoa, this really happened, and how is my life different, and what am I going to do next? And like, I can see all of that, and that's where that energy of that sextile, where opportunities come in, where transformation's coming in, where you're sort of getting used to it. And then we have the squares. See these two squares? So we have the square with Mars and Chiron, and then we have the square with the Moon and Venus. Okay, so when the Moon and Venus are squared, think about the Moon. The Moon is all emotional, and so is Venus. Venus is about beauty, but so is the Moon, right? And so when they're in a square, it's like they're so far away. It's almost like they're trying to talk, but they can't hear. They're talking they're both trying to be the leader in the conversation. We'll just say it that way. So when something squares something else, it's like they're both trying to be the leader or the ruler in the conversation and take over the conversation. And so, you know how that person comes to you and they're like, da 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 da, and you're like, no, da 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 da, right? Like, you're both trying to be the leader in the conversation. That's a square. It's almost like you're squaring off, right? You're like, no, it's going to be this way. And they're like, no, it's going to be this way. That's like two alphas getting together, right? So if you think about Venus and you think about the Moon, it's like they're squaring off. And the Moon's trying to handle his business and suppress Venus, and Venus is trying to handle its business and suppress the Moon. And so you're going to be feeling that on the 8th. Like, my emotions are getting the better of me, but I need to go do this, and people are usually good to me, and I need to do this. And then the Moon is like, no, but you got to do this way. Like, that's the conversation that's going on. Does all that make sense to you guys? Right, the box is back. Yes, drama can happen during that, okay? So just be aware of that day. But we still have that sextile going on. So just be aware of how people approach you, Aquas. I know I pick on Aquas a lot, but because I love them and because I'm ascending. So just be careful when somebody approaches you, Cancer, Aqua, like all of you. When someone approaches you, and just know where your boundaries are, but understand that there's a softer way to do it. Okay? So I'll tell you what, an Aqua will just be quiet and not say anything, right? Because they're like, if I open my mouth, that's it. So they won't say anything. So just take a couple of breaths, everybody, on this day. And just remember, there's a square. They're both trying to say the same thing. They're just trying to be the ruler. And let me just hear what this person has to say. And let me come from my higher self. And let me see, because they probably aren't doing it maliciously. Maybe they're having an off day. Maybe they're having a bad day. And maybe I'll just be the more understanding one, right? Maybe we can do that, right? Melissa said, I'm a Cancer. I could be soft sometimes. Yes, I know you could be soft. Okay, so the next day, March 9th, we're talking about Friday. So Friday we got this trine going on here. The moon and Uranus in Aries. So actually I see for some of you that are dating and going out, I can see where y'all are going to have a good time. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's what I'm seeing with this. I'm seeing that Aries come out. I'm seeing you being in groups. I'm seeing if it's with family, if it's with friends, if it's networking, if it's a place that you have to be where there's a lot of people. I can see where this trine is really helping you and having you see the better in everybody and yourself and having a really good time. Okay, I can see that for that Friday. Again, we still have all this going on. Let me go back to, where is that? Where they were all together. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Hold on. Again, I am so sorry about this. Okay. There was one day where, I think that's it. Okay. Oh, it's where I saw this before. Okay. So this is on the 5th, Monday. If you look on the 5th, Monday, big transformation can be going on. I did talk about it in another way, but I wanted to show you guys because we have Mercury, we have Venus, and we have Chiron right on top of each other. So they are really closely having a conversation in this Pisces area. So just know that you got a lot of transformation going on in that area in like the first half of the week, okay? That's one thing I did want to mention about that. So now go down to the 9th. And so we have the square still going on. The square is with Chiron and the moon. Oh, now it's Chiron and the moon. Okay, so the square with Chiron and the moon, Chiron is about the transformation. Chiron is about you understanding a bigger thing. And so maybe the day before you were having, the issue with people talking and some drama coming out and some lies being told or some truths being told about some lies that were told before. Like, I can see where you get some real clarity on the 9th about this. And again, this happens in different areas of people's lives. It kind of depends on your house, okay? You're a Pisces sun and rising, you got a lot of transformation going on in this next week. It kind of depends on what you've been doing. And how are you going to perceive that? It's really, really important, Pisces, for you to stay in that better space, right? Because you're going to manifest, you're going to transform, but how is that going to be? Is it going to be in that lesser evolved vibration, or is it going to be in a more evolved vibration, right? It's kind of up to you. Okay, and then the other thing, we still have this, we've got this, so you got like the whole week with this Jupiter and Pluto transforming with opportunities. So you can't tell me if you've been working hard at something, if you've been trying to manifest something, if you've been really thinking about it and putting a little bit of energy into it, you cannot tell me that this thing is not coming in this next week, because this sextile, it just stays here. It's like it's giving everybody an opportunity in whatever area this and this, whatever area of life this is for you. If you've been putting in the work, this energy is holding up here for opportunities for you for like 5 days. So you should have transformation, opportunities, miracles happening, gains coming to you if you've been really focused, or if you have put some energy into it. Okay? That's what I'll say about that day. So then we have the 10th. So on the 10th, we still have that trine going on with Mars and Uranus. So for some of y'all, it's going to be a good weekend. Some of y'all that are dating or just going out and being with your friends or being with your family or having some fun, it's going to be a good weekend for you. Then we have this trine this sextile going on here with Pluto and the Sun. So whatever was hidden, whatever you couldn't figure out, whatever has been sort of like, you're like, I know there's something with this person, or I know there's something that I should be doing here, but I can't see it clearly, and things haven't showed themselves yet, or things or situations or people haven't revealed themselves yet. On this day, I kind of see where it happens, because you have this sextile. So there's an opportunity for the sun to come and shine whatever's going on in whatever area of your life this is. Some things coming out, some truth coming out, some clarity coming out, some things coming out for you. And it's transformation. So it's transformative, because Pluto is transformation. If you know, I'll give you an example. If you know, or you think you know, or you kind of know that somebody's doing something behind your back, or somebody's talking, or maybe, somebody's doing something behind your back, but you don't have any evidence, or it's just kind of a feeling, or maybe you got some evidence, but you chose to ignore it, and this has been going on for a while. That sun comes out with this, and I can see clarity, I can see transformation, because Pluto's going to be like, look, we've been showing you, this has been going on, you're trying to ignore it, and the sun's like, yep, and I'm going to shine the light on it. I can see that happening, and it's going to transform you. It's going to change your opinion, it's going to change your aspect, it's going to help you grow. Does that make sense? I see that very, very big for a lot of you. Very, very big. And some of you Cappies, I'm seeing it a couple of ways. Some of you Cappies have been so busy working on and focused on here that maybe your relationships, you've kind of been seeing something. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you've been so focused here that I see some transformation going on here. But that's a good thing for some of you too, because to where you wanted to get to, and what you said you've wanted, and what you've been working so hard to get in the last 18 to 24 months, that's transformation coming to you. That's going to be happening for you. I can see that happening here too as well. Does all that make sense? All right, so the last day, same thing. I'm saying the last day, so March 11th, that's Sunday. I can see that same thing happening. The overall energies, you still see how this, look at this sextile. I'm loving this. This is a lot of opportunity coming. A lot of opportunity coming. Okay, so you have some squares here, but you've been dealing with these squares. It's okay. This is going to cause you to feel a little off with this quincunx, but this sextile and this sextile, there's going to be some clarity, there's going to be some transformation, and that sun is shining some light on a lot of things in this house, Pisces. So whether your sun, moon, ascending, you will feel it the most, Pisces. But wherever house you have it in, that's the area that it's going to be affecting you the most. Okay. So also I want to talk about this moon being between Saturn and Pluto. So I'm seeing where Cappies, everybody, but especially sun, moon, rising, Cappy, I can see where you get some manifestations, because through the moon, if you're emotionally connected to it, if you've been working hard at it, like you're passionate about it, I can see some things coming through for you here. But that also has to do with this sextile. But I can see it where it's between here, Saturn and Pluto, and this energy is like, helps them talk to each other. That makes sense? And so Saturn's like going to bring that down. Whatever this is for you, Cappies, I can see transformation. Okay, make sense? Let me go back to... Is all that making sense for you guys? I hope I didn't go too fast. Where is my... I don't know where... Oh, there. Okay. Melissa, are you telling jokes? You're supposed to be listening. Alright, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for you guys. I'm going to do my best to let you see them, but with this camera not focusing the way it's supposed to be focusing. Yep. New business venture. I can see something coming through for that, Maggie. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for the general energies for the week. First card I'm going to pull is the most important thing that you need to understand about your position right now. The second is their advice. So the most important thing, or the aspect that's coming for you this week and where you're at right now. Then the second is going to be about Spirit's advice in this situation to help you move forward. And then the third is the outcome, okay? I'm not even talking to you, Melissa. And I will work on getting my lens right. So, and do not forget, guys, thank you so much for joining me so far. I really, really appreciate it. Again, I'm going to be starting morning meditation on Monday. It will be 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Mountain, 10:30 Central, and 11:30 Eastern. I'm going to do about 15 minutes, just meditation. We're going to be working in your chakras. And I think it's a good way to sort of let everybody get on the same page and open up those energies and try to kind of move around, right? And get centered, come back to center. And I am working on those videos about each sign right now. And then we're going to move into the planets, the asteroids, which I love, and the stars. And then we're going to move into the houses and the aspects. Okay, so here we go. Most important thing for them right now. The most important thing. For them. For the general energies from March 5th through the 11th was the most important thing. Okay. Ooh, I knew it. Ooh. Good Lord. Okay, here we go. So, the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know, your position this week, starting out this week. And this isn't just for that day. This is like all this week, all this next week in preparation with all these energies trying to help you. I'm sorry that you can't see that clearly, but it is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can either be a person, because for some of you, it's a person coming into your life. This is a beautiful, beautiful knight. This knight can be a little bit selfish because they're still trying to find their way, but when they're your knight, they're everything you're wanting and needing in love. Okay, so if you just want a platonic friend, that's what they are. If you want just a sexual friend, that's what they are. If you want both, then that's what they are. If you want somebody that's with you all the time, that's what they are. If you want somebody that's not with you, but kind of comes when you call, then that's what they are. That's what this knight is about. Okay, if that's a person for you, that's what we're talking about, okay? But this night is also an offer. This night comes with offerings, but they come with offerings very swiftly. It's out of the box. It's not something you're used to, and this has to do with that transformative. If you look, this right here is what I'm talking about. This Pluto and this Jupiter, transformation. This Chiron here, transformation. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this offer, this opportunity coming in. This is going to be a running theme for a lot of you this week, okay? And it kind of depends on you. It's AM. Kind of depends on you, okay? So this is your position going into the week. This is your position the week. Their advice is the Sun. This is telling you, their advice is, we are aligning the planets. Use this energy. You have worked so very hard. We have heard you. You have gotten to the place that you wanted, and we're trying to get you to the next level. Things are going to be a little bit easier. Those dreams that you saw 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 2 years ago, those things are coming true for you. Those are aligning. So every step of the way, everything that you do, every choice you make, we heard you, and we're helping you align to get to that vibration of your manifestation. Does that make sense? Because the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. That is the greatest card. The Sun is the greatest card. The Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. You guys know those are all high cards for me. So the Wheel of Fortune means fortune is coming your way. Fortune it means several things to several people. Fortune can mean money. Fortune can mean the family. Fortune can mean like all those things you've been trying to achieve, attain, the relationships you've been trying to have. All that's coming. I see with the Wheel of Fortune where your life is changing. And again, this week is about transformation for many of you. I would love to say that it was for all of you, but it kind of depends because you have free will. Are you going to take the opportunity? Are you not going to take the opportunity? Are you going to say yes to things, or are you going to say no to things because of fear, because it never really happens, because of whatever? It's kind of up to you. But the energies this week is about transformation. So that really is true for you guys. I cannot wait to see what's like. I need y'all to tell me in this video later on how things are changing, because I'm really excited to see what miracles, what gains, what offerings, what things are happening to you. Does all that make sense? Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. I know, really nice. So I want to thank everybody for joining me this evening, or this afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. This afternoon. Again, do not forget, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Good, you're happy dancing. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. I hope I didn't confuse everybody. This is a very different format, but we're moving into a new direction. Right? All the sexting. You'll take it. So remember, tonight Melissa's going to be on Periscope if you want to go see her. I'm going to be there for a little bit. I want to support her. I can't wait to see what she's got to talk about, actually, because I forgot to ask her. But she's going to be talking, she's going to be teaching something. She is the guru of crystals. Like, she knows her rocks and her crystals. So I can't wait to see her new channel and see what's going on over there in Periscope. She'll be on tonight at 12 Pacific, 1 Eastern, 12 Central, 10 Mountain, and 9 Pacific this PM tonight. Okay? So, I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Monday morning. If not tonight on Periscope. Bye.